I was tweaking for real. But I'm gonna be a buck. I use this time to really heal. I'm healing from a lot of
Y'all, it looks like it's over for our girl Crone, because new court documents just reveal the severity of her crimes, and word on the street is she's 100% going to be serving them 8 years, the sentence of jail time that she was previously reported to be doing. Prior to this, Crane had several other encounters with the law, and they constantly kept giving that girl a pass. But in typical Crone fashion, she kept crashing out every other day because of Blueface, and now she's going to spend almost the next decade of her life in a nasty jail cell. The worst part about all this is her son Christian Jr., who's now going to grow up without his parents because both of them decided to act a fool and are going to be serving jail time while he's tossed around and raised by strangers. Okay, but before we get into all these messy details, let me give you a little bit of context, because this whole mess dates all the way back to February of 22, when she got arrested in Oklahoma for driving a stolen car and having Hart in the car with her. She pleaded guilty to 2 charges: possession of a controlled dangerous substance without tax stamp and possession with the intent to distribute, both of which carried a year prison sentence if convicted. Not only that, but it turns out the stolen C that she was driving belonged to Blue, and he had it reported stolen after she broke into his house and stole his G-Wagon. Not only did she steal the car, but she left him a message on his wall saying, "I love Blue," which she had written in her blood blue, posted this to his IG story, and captioned it, "This, some Fatal Attraction type blues manager Whack 100 who we all know hates Crone's guts, posted her mugshot on IG. Reveals even more about the arrest. Not only did she steal the G-Wagon, but according to Whack, she also stole thousands of dollars and vandalized the entire house. This bozo deserves all that she has coming to her. Broke in the house again, stole thousands, and stole the G-Wagon, as we found out, not knowing it was her 1,700 mil away. Got caught. I have no remorse for this bozo now. I got to go get the car out the impound and pay another $5,000 for a transport service to bring it back if it was you. How would you see it?" Crane later released footage of herself in jail, letting people know she was good, and that she's using this time to reflect and heal from everything that's been going on.
babies. Don't be sad. It's okay. I was tweaking for real. But I'm gonna be a buck. I use this time to really heal.
Later released from jail, but she still appeared in court a year later, and fortunately for her, the judge ruled in her favor. Instead of her doing 4 years, she was only given 4 years of probation. Her lawyer Ken Gallant argued that this jail time will be too harsh. Since she didn't have any previous criminal record at the time, that was enough to convince the judge to give her probation instead. And she was also required to complete 120 days community service till September of last year. But as y'all can already imagine, Crone did not value this at all, and she violated the rules of her probation when she failed to complete the mandated 120 days community service. A warrant was issued for her arrest in February of this year. But before they could even get their hands on this girl, she ran away to Oklahoma and sped off to California. And mind you, she already had a warrant out for her arrest in California as well. Not only that, but she was supposed to serve 30 days in jail for not completing her community service. But now that she was running from the law, she was breaking another law in the process. And this made things much worse for her.
My warrants are getting cleaned up. I've been paying off fees and getting rid of shit, talking to certain people to help my situation out. Cause I have my son, so.
Not her bragging about this on IG like it's a flex or something. I'm child anyway. So anyways, fast forward to June of this year, Crone showed up to Blue's court hearing with their son. And immediately after she got there, Junian was taken from her and put in the handcuffs. The crazy thing about this, the girl forgot she had a warrant out for her arrest. Like, can y'all believe that she was genuinely shocked when they were arresting her and thought it was some kind of mix-up? Y'all, Crone, being as slow as she is, never ceases to amaze me. Like, baby girl is slower than a sloth.
What happened, Christine?
I don't know. They saying I got a whole nother case caught up in Downtown? I don't even be downtown. It's cool. I got my peoples looking into it. I don't know.
Where are you going to street to? That way? Excuse me, sir. What are you guys arresting her for?
A whole nother charge.
A warrant out for what?
I'm sorry?
A warrant for what, sir?
She has a warrant for her arrest, sir.
Right. You gonna record me the whole way?
The whole way, beautiful.
Why?
You're a big star.
Oh, God, this is not big. Oh, this is messy. You have to sit in the car.
Yes, it's a couple minutes to get paperwork for the conferences.
But who can can I just talk to somebody because that don't make sense?
According to an eyewitness who spoke to TMZ, 5 LAPD cops were waiting for Cran when she walked in, so it appears this might have been planned ahead of time. And as soon as she entered, they were on her 2 female officers search Crone once they had her in handcuffs, and her baby was taken away by officers as well. Once the full pat-down was complete, Crone was escorted out of the building. But it's unclear what happened to the baby. She was made to complete a 30-day sentence in life for the misdemeanor charge that she caught for the assault of the deadly weapon without a firearm before they sent her over to Oklahoma. At the time, people thought it was just going to be a light case. Even Blues manager Wack 100, who literally hates Cran, said he was sure she would be home by Christmas. But baby, was that man wrong, cuz this case got way more serious than we thought. And next thing we knew, it was reported she was going to be in there for 8 years. And if you're wondering why exactly she's going to be in jail for that long, well, court documents revealed she's been charged with failure to have a tax stamp affixed on a controlled dangerous substance and possession of CDs with the intent to distribute. Each of these charges carries a potential 4-year sentence, which means she's going to be in jail for 8 years when she's found guilty. Wack said he tried to warn Khan not to attend Blue's hearing that day, but caution, being and Cran didn't really understand the severity of her crimes and was more concerned about the fact that people would think she wasn't showing up at Blue, so she decided to go anyway. And now she in jail fighting for her life, and her son has no parent to take care of him.
Oklahoma,
Arizona, Baltimore at that time.
At that time.
And LA.
And LA. And she had shown up to multiple court hearings at that point?
And I'm telling her every time I get to the court, she have her phone mounted on live. I'm like, yo, Rock, why are you showing up to court and going live? She thought, you don't want me here so you could paint the narrative to Blueface that I don't support him. Now, what it was Jaden is at every court appearance.
Yeah, that's
you don't know that
baby mother.
Because Jaden is being Jade. She shows up. She has usually the baby with her, and she does what she's supposed to do. She's not loud with it. She's not going to social media with it. So I think Rock in her head was like on some, she's here, I have to be here. There's only one thing, Rock. You're gonna go to jail. You're on live. And they got this thing where the Jaden trolls versus the Rock trolls. You know, if they know something's going on, they'll call in and they'll make reports, call in and call in and call in. And I told her, I'm like, listen, there's no need for you to be here and take that risk. Or at least get these things figured out, then take the risk. And she took the risk, and right now, I would much rather her had got these things figured out, her baby's wherever the baby is. You sit in LA County Jail waiting extradition. You could have cleared up Oklahoma, did a surrender and bond, because LA wasn't serious. They dropped it to a misdemeanor. So that wasn't serious, right? Instead, you went, they gave you 30 days. You had to do 15 days on that and then start your 45 days for extradition. So now you got a 60-day possibly thing before you even get to Oklahoma. Then you got to get to Oklahoma, get that court date, and see if the judge is going to want to let you out or make you do some violation time on your probation. And even if they let you out, are they going to house arrest you and force you to stay in the state of Oklahoma? So, what Blueface will be out this month is either July 26th or next court date he'll be home.